Good morning, children. Welcome to the another session of information and technology. तो लास्ट सेशन में हम लोगों ने देखा कि किस तरह के कम्युनिटीज़ में हमारे पास बिजनेस पाई जाती है। फिर उसी का नेक्स्ट टॉपिक था कि द टाइप ऑफ बिजनेस फाउंड इन आवर कम्युनिटी में कुछ कुछ और टॉपिक्स जिसको हम लोगों ने डिस्कस नहीं किया था। वी हैव डिस्कस अबाउट सोल प्रोप्राइटरशिप मीन्स द सेल्फ ओनरशिप ऑफ एनी कंपनी, पार्टनरशिप when two or more people are coming together to form a company, limited liability partnership in which the firm partners means all the partners of the firm, all the partner of the company, they enjoy both the benefit. They enjoy the perpetual existence. Perpetual existence is basically a proportional benefit of company. Means when any benefit is being earned by the company, that is being shared with each partner equally. At the same time, they also take the advantage of limited liability. Means being a partner or being a owner of the limited company, they get some specific or dedicated advantage being given to these people only, whether it is a luxurious life or having a dedicated group of people assigned to these people for servicing them. So what I'm trying to say that in limited liability partnership, all the partners, all the people who are actually working as a partners, they enjoy everything. They enjoy benefit of the company as a partners. They also enjoy the benefit of the company in the form of revenue. Cooperative business is another kind of structure of business where actually uh, the profits are being distributed to each and every members, in which the consumers in which consumer who uses this products and services are its owner. Actually, in case of cooperative business, each and every consumer is acting as a owner because their contribution is taken, their contribution is given to get a common objective, to get or achieve a common objective. You have heard about the bank or cooperative banks. In these cooperative banks, we find that each and every person, whether he is a small business holder, he is running a shop, he is running a grocery shop, these people open an account in cooperative bank, and they used to submit or sorry deposit the money in cooperative bank on a regular basis like 100 rupees or 200 rupees per day, and at the end of the day, at the end of the year, they get a minimum amount of interest which gives a benefit to these people. So cooperative business structure is different, in which each and every consumer is acting as a owner because they work together to achieve a common target. Then we have limited company. This limited company is the overall different structure, overall different entity in which people undertake these industrial trading or commercial activity with the motive of earning money, with the motive of earning profits. They can be of two type: private company and public company. In private company, the shares are non-transferable, and public company, the shares are transferable. Okay, now we have characteristic of entrepreneurship or entrepreneurs. What are the different characteristics or different features or different specific instructions that we have of entrepreneurs? So when we talk about characteristic, so in characteristic of entrepreneurs, the first characteristics that we have, that is self-starter. Means these people who are actually acting as an entrepreneur, who are going to start their own business, they have their own belief, they have their own self belief that they need to start it, they need to work on it as soon as possible. Means they are very proactive in nature. Proactive in nature means they always have a vision that this may happen after 5 months, so I need to work on this particular project now only so I can get the maximum benefit. Similarly, when they are running a business, they are kind of aware of the things which may happen in coming times, so they start to work on to have a damage control to reduce the damage in case of any mishappenings. So proactive nature is very important for any individual life. They set the parameters and dare to begin. Means these are the people who are actually taking the risk to begin any particular thing which is not being initialized or not being started by anyone else. Clarity means all the entrepreneurs, they have a vision, they have a clear idea, they have a clear target, they have a clear plan, they have clear targets. Okay, okay, this is what I'm going to achieve at the end of the month, at the end of the quarter, at the end of the 6 month, and at the end of the year. So their vision, their clarity in their ideas, their clarity in their target is something very important. Hardworking, these people are very hardworking in nature. They are not very much kind of restricted or to any particular time slot that we need to work from this to this particular hour only. I'm not going to work after this time. Means they have been adapted to the habit of hard work from the beginning, and for that, in that sense only, they are being very much confident to take any decision. Courageous, this is something very important characteristic of entrepreneurship. They are very courageous, they are already always ready to take the risk. Then we have foresightedness is basically exactly this is what is going to happen in the coming time. मतलब उनको पता रहता है कि आज आने वाले समय में ये होने वाला है। जिस भी बिजनेस पे वो हाथ देते हैं तो वो उस बिजनेस में आपके फ्यूचर को विजुलाइज करके अपने हिसाब से उस स्ट्रैटेजी को डिजाइन करते हैं और काम करते हैं। ठीक है, ताकि उनका डिसीजन काफ़ी इम्पोर्टेंट कर रहे और उसका बेनिफिट उनको मिले रेवेन्यू के फॉर्म में, मनी के फॉर्म में। They are very creative in nature, and because of that creative nature, they used to think out of the box and to produce something for the market which is something very new or very exclusive for the audience or customer. They are very innovative, creative, innovative, looks very similar. Networking means these people are always uh, having good communication skill, and that becomes a key role to establish a network, means to establish a kind of connections with the people. Okay, means they have very good networking, means when they are trying to maintain a good relationship, good rapport with the consumer or customers, and that good rapport relationship leads them to the good networking, form of good networking. मतलब एक अच्छे लोगों का नेटवर्क हो जिसमें लोग, वो पॉलिटिक्स से भी हो सकते हैं, ये कुछ अच्छे सक्सेसफुल बिजनेसमैन भी हो सकते हैं। तो नेटवर्किंग काफ़ी हेल्प करता है। कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स, एंटरप्रेन्योर्स का कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स काफ़ी अच्छा होता है, सो दे कैन कन्वे देयर मैसेज टू द एम्प्लॉय, टू द बिजनेस होल्डर्स और टू द पार्टनर्स with whom they are working. Then updated, they are very updated with the things that has been changed in every time in our society, in our country, whether it is changes in the economic rules, whether it is changes in the business rules. Discipline and commitment, this is something very again important. Like they are very disciplined in their life, they are very committed to the targets, committed to the things that they have given to their customers, to their partners, because that is only one thing that makes them different from other. Adaptability, they are very flexible to just make adjust into any situation. Business environment evolves rapidly. In order to keep the business on track, they need to adapt the changes. It's not like we can work on the same system which has been designed 10 years back again and again. If there is a change in the market, if there is a change in the business structure, we need to adapt into that situation. So my business can grow proportionally like others. Passionate, they are very passionate about their work. Whatever they are doing their extra effort to get that particular एक्स्ट्रा बेनिफिट फॉर देयर कंपनी। ठीक है, वो जो भी काम करते हैं उस काम पे वो जी जान से लग जाते हैं। तो बहुत सारे कैरेक्टरिस्टिक आपको लगा होगा कि सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ वर्ड्स आर देयर। ओके, सो इट इज नॉट नेसेसरी टू रिमेंबर ऑल द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक, यू रिमेंबर एटलीस्ट 5 कैरेक्टरिस्टिक, दैट इज मोर देन इनफ। देन इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप, मतलब एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप का क्या इंपॉर्टेंस है आज की सोसाइटी के लिए, कम्युनिटी के लिए, नेशन के लिए। इट रिजल्ट इन द क्रिएशन ऑफ न्यू ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, छोटे छोटे नए नए ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इंस्टीट्यूशन क्रिएट होते हैं। इट ब्रिंग्स क्रिएटिविटी इन टू द मार्केट प्लेस, मार्केट पे, बाजार पे जो चीज़ें आती हैं नई तरीके से, अलग अलग तरीके से आती है। इट लीड्स टू द इम्प्रूव स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स, जब कंपटीशन बढ़ता है, बहुत सारे एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप आगे आते हैं, तो ऑटोमेटिक है कि स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स, द क्वालिटी ऑफ प्रोडक्ट हैज़ टू इंक्रीज, सो द कस्टमर डो नॉट गेट कंप्रोमाइज इन एनी वे। इट हेल्प्स टू डेवलप इकोनॉमी ऑफ द कंट्री, मीन्स आज के टाइम पे स्टार्टर्स जितने भी है, चाहे वो कोई भी एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप हो, जो अलग अलग तरीके से एंटरप्रेन्योर बिजनेस कर रहे हैं किसी किसी भी प्रोडक्ट का, वो डायरेक्टली या इनडायरेक्टली नेशन की इकोनॉमी को एक सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं। इट इंक्रीज एम्प्लॉयमेंट, ऑब्वियस है कि अगर आप एक छोटी सी कंपनी स्टैब्लिश करना चाहते हैं तो आपको लोगों की ज़रूरत पड़ेगी. मैन पावर इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर एनी फॉर्म, एनी organization to just get the things done smoothly. Yeah, it depends on the size of the company whether we need too much manpower or just we need limited manpower. But somewhere indirectly it gives an option to employment to other people. Then we have role and rewards of entrepreneurship. मतलब आज के टाइम पे किसी भी एंटरप्रेन्योर्स का आज क्या उनका रोल है, उनकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है और उनको क्या रिवॉर्ड्स दिया जा सकता है या उनको किस तरह से एक सपोर्ट सिस्टम में उनको कन्वर्ट किया जा सकता है. लाइक it has been mentioned that entrepreneurs are national treasures. They are actually national treasures because they work a lot to get the benefit, to get that different kind of product into market, and in that leads to this economic support to the country. Their efforts should be encouraged and rewarded as they create an opportunity of job, they create an opportunity of wealth for the society. And it is a very tough choice. We need to accept that point that it is a very tough choice because we do not want to get struggle in the initial phase. We always want to get success as soon as possible. We want to get money as soon as possible. But the person or the people who are actually acting as entrepreneurs, they get that courage, they get that initiative to start any work which may be not giving any benefit in the initial level, but they are getting the benefit 10 years, 5 years down the line. Then their effort actually gives a too much support to the economy, to the job, to balance regional developments. Means if we have entrepreneurs in our local area, it give support to the regional, that means the local area for the community. Then it also gives the support to the GDP of the country, per capita income पे भी वो सपोर्ट करते हैं. स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग हाई होती है लोगों की, चीज़ें एक जगह से दूसरी जगह आती है, कंट्री से दूसरी जगह, दूसरे कंट्री से यहाँ हमारे यहाँ आती है. Means somewhere if we just start observing, start listening, start writing the importance of entrepreneurs, they are a huge support system to the nation, they are huge support system to the community, to the society, because they are creating jobs, because they are creating money, because they are making changes in the life standard of living of a human being. They are giving support to the regional development, they are increasing the GDP of a nation, they are increasing the per capita income of the society. So entrepreneurs should be aware of the fact that they can only choose a start to business when they are enlightened with the thought. Starting a business at its initial phase might make suffer work than even cause repentance. What I'm trying to say, like just I was repeating in the beginning, कि आज के टाइम पे nobody was willing to take that risk or take that extra effort where they do not get benefit in the initial level. Always people just giving that effort where effort in those areas only where they are getting money as soon as possible. They are getting benefits as soon as possible. So to have that courage, to have that decision to work in your life where you actually want to work as an entrepreneur and you know that you are not going to get success as immediately, you need to wait for that, you need to work hard for that, you need to be committed for that. Otherwise it is like, okay, it will just go as usual. Now, besides all these risks, the entrepreneurs are very well familiar. They need to be very well acceptance of the market risk, the interest risk, the purchasing power risk, the systematic risk, the unsystematic risk, financial risk. This there are so many things which actually acting as a hurdle or interruption for the entrepreneurs. But they work hard, they just try to sort it out, they have a proactive nature, and that leads to the servicing happily to the customer, which making you happy because your customers are happy. And this is the reward of entrepreneurs. And but at the same time, if you want to just categorize, if you want to just summarize how entrepreneurs get rewarded by our society, by our community, or by somewhere indirectly, which we may not be feel in tangible form, like they are their own boss. These entrepreneurs, they are independent to take decisions. They are not dependent on other people. They have their own firm where people are working under them. They have that team, that they have group of people actually who wants to work along with them. So the first one is first reward can be of entrepreneurs, that you are your own boss. Do what you enjoy. The people who are actually entrepreneurs, they are working or they start the business on those area only in which they enjoy a lot, in which they have that passion, they have that creativity, they have that uh, exclusive ideas to just produce something which may not be produced by other people in earlier time, and they enjoy. That is why they give their 24 into 7 to that particular business. They do not feel like they have to work for 8 hours in a day only. So this is only one area only. There are, I am trying to say that means the area which you enjoy a lot, the area, the work you enjoy a lot, in that area only you will give your entire day. You will dedicate your entire life because you are enjoying working in that particular area. To be creative, this is another reward. You are actually creative, you think out of the box because you know what customer will like. Building an enterprise. Gradually, once we start a small firm, it leads to a great, a larger firm in the form of an enterprise company. So, when we start any business, when we start any firm, when we start any particular project as an entrepreneur, we know that if we are going to get success, we may have a limited company in future. So these are the rewards, the limitations of entrepreneur, risk of failure. Yes, there is. It is not like always we are getting the benefit as soon as we are investing money into that. There will be situation when we will get failures, when we will not get the things as we are expecting. So risk of failure is very important. Another negative or limitations of entrepreneur. Competitive threat means in the business market we find when we start a business, very next day another people start the same business, and that is a competition that you get in the market. Workload, when you start a business, you don't have to think about a time slot for 8 hours in a day. You have to work 24 into 7 because it is your company, and because of that you stop giving the stop giving time to your personal lives, your family members, and that becomes a very difficult to manage the personal relationship when you are become entrepreneurs. And you know that if you are not going to, and that ignorance become very critical in case of to manage the balanced life or personal life. Multiple jobs, many a time these people who are actually acting as entrepreneur, they have to carry with the multiple job profile. It's not like they are sitting in a chamber and they are just taking decision. उनको बहुत सारे काम करने पड़ते हैं. हो सकता है कि आज की डेट अगर कोई नया बिजनेस स्टार्ट कर रहा है and there are lack of staff, lack of employee, in that case they also have to work on it. Busy schedule, you have very tight schedule in a day, and that leads to the unhappy phases in your family. So busy schedule is something, another limitations of entrepreneur. No regular salary. These people are not having no fixed salary as their income. These entrepreneurs may start a business with an expectation of getting good amount of money, but it's not like we get a good fixed amount of benefit throughout the month or throughout the year. It's like sometime there is a season we get good amount of benefit throughout the month, and there is a off season we hardly getting any money. So what I'm trying to say, that in case of entrepreneurship there are rewards, there are limitations, but at the end of the day it is your decision that what exactly you want to do. If you think that what you like to do and that is something very important for your personal life, for your career, you want to go for it, just go for it. सो दीज आर द थिंग्स दैट वी हैव डिस्कस इन दिस चैप्टर कि एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप है क्या, एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप को किस तरह से अलग अलग बिजनेस कैटेगरी में बांटा गया है, उनके क्या क्या कैरेक्टरिस्टिक है, क्या क्या उनको रिवॉर्ड्स दिया जा सकता है इनडायरेक्टली, और उनके क्या क्या लिमिटेशंस है. ठीक है, ये चैप्टर यहीं पर आपका ओवर हो गया. आपका आगे जो भी होमवर्क है यू विल गेट इट थ्रू द classroom as well as in your WhatsApp group. So if you have any doubts, please put up your doubts in the class group. So this is for the dear children. Thank you everyone. Stay home, stay safe.